Hi everyone, in this video I will show you how to add algebraic fractions. So I will first go over how to find the lowest common denominator of two fractions or find the lowest common multiple of two numbers. And then I will go over the algebraic expressions on the right side to show you how to add them. Let's say we need to find the sum of 1/2 and 1/3. That means we need to find the lowest common denominator of 1/2 and 1/3. Or we need to find the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3. So first I will show you how to find the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3. So we have 2 and we have 3. And since these two are prime numbers, that means you just need to multiply them to get 6. So the lowest common denominator of 1/2 and 1/3 is 1/6. Alright, so that means when you solve this problem, you can first write equals 2, and you write down two fraction bars, plus sign in the middle, and then you write down 6 in the denominator. And we basically want to convert 1/2 to some number over 6. Since 2 times 3 equals 6, then we have 1 times 3 equals 3. That means 1/2 equals 3 over 6. And we do the same thing for 1/3. So 1/3 equals some number over 6. So 3 times 2 is 6. That means 1 times 2 is 2. We multiply by the same numbers on top and on the bottom. So we have 1/3 equals to 2 over 6. And we will get the sum as 5 over 6. When the denominators are the same, you just need to add the numerators. I also want to quickly go over 1/4 plus 1/6 because the method of finding the LCM is a little bit different. So in this example, we need to find the lowest common denominator of 1/4 and 1/6, or we need to find the lowest common multiple of 4 and 6. So I usually use the latter method. Basically, I would write down this little box here, open box, and then I write 4 and 6 inside. And then I will divide both numbers by a prime number. So the lowest prime number you can divide here is 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then I just multiply 2 and 2 and 3 together. And that is the LCM. So in this case, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So the lowest common multiple of 4 and 6 is 12. Alright, so that means on top, I'm going to write some number over 12 plus some number over 12. I also want to just quickly write this here. Okay, so now we need to convert the numbers. So 1/4 equals some number over 12. Since 4 times 3 equals 12, that means we need to multiply by 3 on top too. So 1/4 equals 3 over 12. And then for 1/6, since 6 times 2 equals 12, we have 1 times 2 equals 2. So 1/6 equals 2 over 12. And the sum of this problem would be 5 over 12. The next problem is to add 1 over 2x and 1 over 3x. From the first problem, we know that the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. And in this problem, we actually can use the latter method to find the LCM. So again, I'm going to write 2x and 3x inside. And just by looking at these two terms, I know that they have a common factor, which is x. So I'm going to divide both by x. 2x divided by x is 2. 3x divided by x is 3. And then I will multiply x and 2 and 3. So the LCM of 2x and 3x is 6x. So I'm going to write down my work. I know that 1 over 2x plus 1 over 3x equals something over 6x plus something over 6x. And let's convert each term. So 1 over 2x equals something over 6x. We know that 2x times 3 equals 6x. That means we need to multiply by 3 on top, so we get 3. So 1 over 2x equals 3 over 6x. And we do the same thing for 1 over 3x. We know that 3x times 2 equals 6x, so we multiply by 2 on top. So 1 over 3x equals 2 over 6x. Since the denominator is the same, so we'll just copy it again, and then we add the numerators. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So the answer is 5 over 6x. The next problem is to add 1/2 and 1 over x. So in this problem, we need to find the lowest common multiple of 2 and x. And that would be 2 times x or 2x. So that means you are going to write something over 2x plus something over 2x first. So to convert 1/2 to something over 2x, we see that 2 times x gives us 2x. So we need to multiply by x as well. So 1/2 equals x over 2x. And then to convert 1 over x to something over 2x, we see that x times 2 equals 2x. That means we need to multiply 1 by 2 and we get 2. So 1 over x equals 2 over 2x. Alright, so since now the denominators are the same, we just need to copy it and add the numerators. So this is it. We cannot simplify it. So the answer of this problem is just x plus 2 over 2x. The last problem is to add 1 over x plus 1 and 1 over x minus 2. So this time we're dealing with denominators that are binomials. So I first need to show you how to find the lowest common multiple of x plus 2 and x minus 2. So you can just imagine x plus 1 as an apple and x minus 2 as a watermelon. And then if it's two things, right? So that means it's like when we have 2 and 3, and we can think of 2 as the apple and 3 as the watermelon, and we know that the LCM of 2 and 3 is just 2 times 3, or apple times watermelon. So we're basically doing the same thing here. We're going to multiply apples by watermelon. So that means the lowest common multiple of x plus 1 and x minus 2 is the product of x plus 1 and x minus 2. So when you show the next step, you want to write it as something over x plus 1 times x minus 2 plus something over x plus 1 times x minus 2. So we first want to convert 1 over x plus 1 to something over x plus 1 times x minus 2. And we know that we already have x plus 1, so that means we just need to multiply x minus 2 to get the denominator. So we are going to multiply x minus 2 with 1, and the numerator is just x minus 2. So with the same logic, we are going to convert 1 over x minus 2 to something over x plus 1 times x minus 2. And this time, we need to multiply the sum of x and 1 on the bottom and on the top. Okay, so 1 over x minus 2 equals x plus 1 over x plus 1 times x minus 2. And I'm going to copy down the equivalent expressions here. And you can always double check your work. So for example, x minus 2 over the product of x plus 1 and x minus 2. If you simplify this, you will divide both the numerator and denominator by x minus 2. So you still get 1 over x plus 1. And same thing, on the right side, you will divide x plus 1 and x plus 1 here, and then you still get 1 over x minus 2. Okay, so now that we finish our next step, we can go ahead and add the fractions when they have the same denominator. So in this case, the lowest common denominator for both fractions are the product of x plus 1 and x minus 2. So we just copy that down. And then you are going to add the difference of x and 2 and the sum of x and 1. So you just need to simplify the numerator. And x minus 2 plus x plus 1 is basically x plus x, which is 2x, minus 2 plus 1, that's minus 1. Now, if your instructor asks you to simplify the bottom, I will show you on the side. You can use the area model to simplify this. Since it's a binomial times binomial, I have a 2 times 2 grid right here. And I'm going to copy x plus 1 here and x plus negative 2 here. You can always think of x minus 2 as x plus negative 2, like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the area model, find the area of each smaller squares, and then I will add the areas of all the squares to get my answer. Alright, so x times x is x squared, x times 1 is x times negative 2 is negative 2x, negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Now I'm going to combine all the areas, so x squared plus x plus negative 2x plus negative 2. There's no like term with x squared, so I'll just copy it down. I see two like terms, x and negative 2x. So think of this as 1x plus negative 2x. That gives us negative x or negative 1x. And I just bring down the constant term because there's no other like terms. So that means the product of x plus 1 and x minus 2 can be written as x squared plus negative x plus negative 2. Or some people prefer to write subtraction, that's fine. So you just write it as x squared minus x minus 2. So the final answer of this problem is 2x minus 1 over x squared minus x minus 2.